Namibia is a dry land where the sun burns the ground and hot winds whip up a layer of golden dust. Namibia on fire. The war of life and death of a warthog against a pack of wild dogs. The red sun gradually rises from the Namibian horizon, its scorching light spread across the arid grassland. The whole land seems to be on fire. Each hot wind blows through, whipping up golden dust, making the space dim as if it were on fire. The only sound is the whistling wind and the shrill chirping of insects. But hidden in that silence is a tense atmosphere, as if signaling a fierce battle is about to take place. In the midst of the dry yellow grass, a rough figure slowly walks out from behind the low thorn bushes. That is the warthog, a creature that is both clumsy and fierce. Warthog is known as the strange warrior of the African savannah. Its body is on average 1.2 to 1.5 meters long, about 70 centimeters tall, and can weigh up to 100 kilos. Its body is covered with a thick, rough gray skin, which helps it withstand the fatal bites of predators. The most prominent feature is the large, flat bumps around its eyes and snout, which act as a protective armor and make its appearance look unusually fierce. From the upper jaw, two curved fangs nearly 25 centimeters long protrude outward, becoming a powerful defensive weapon that can cause serious injury to anyone who dares to come close. Despite its heavy appearance, Warthog possesses an amazing speed, being able to break away at up to 55 km/h. When hunted, they often run in a zigzag pattern full of surprises, causing even fierce predators to falter. The warthog's survival habits are unique. When eating, they often kneel down, using their snouts to dig for roots and grass, a position that makes them vulnerable to attack. They have a habit of hiding in abandoned aardvark burrows, often retreating into the burrow by turning their heads outwards to be ready to fight back against enemies. Although they seem clumsy, when cornered, warthogs are ready to charge forward and counterattack with powerful butts. From afar, among the low grass, A few slender shadows began to move. They were packs of African wild dogs, notorious predators of the savannah. Without noise, without haste, they moved in a line, then spread out in an arc like a trained army, gradually tightening the encirclement around the lone warthog. And then, a brutal battle broke out. In the last moment, the warthog collapsed in the midst of the cruel encirclement. The pack of wild dogs rushed in, dividing the spoils, their sharp teeth tearing apart the bodies of the defeated. The brutal scene was a stark testament to the harsh laws of nature. The weak, no matter how resilient, will find it difficult to escape their fate. Against the fiery red sky of Namibia, dust still hovered, and life continued to operate according to the eternal law, where the death of one species nurtures the existence of another. The steppe fell into silence. The sunlight spread fiery red streaks on the cracked ground. Leaving the dry grassland, heading towards the sparse, low thorn trees. On the bare thorn tree branch, a small bird stood out in the fiery red afternoon sun. It was the shrike, the silent butcher bird of the steppe. The shrike is one of the small birds, but has the most brutal instincts of nature. They usually have a body length of 20 to 25 centimeters, gray, white, or yellow-brown, mixed with black feathers, strong wings, and a sharp, curved, hooked beak, a specialized weapon to tear apart prey. The hunting instinct of the shrike is extremely special. Although it is only a small bird, it does not hesitate to attack large insects, lizards, frogs, even baby birds and small mice. Shrike usually hunts by swooping down quickly, using its beak to grab its prey. However, what makes them famous throughout the steppe is the habit of pinning the prey to the sharp thorns of bushes or steel wires, turning that place into a hanging rack to slowly tear and eat. Because of this habit, they are known as butcher birds. The habit of pinning prey is not only to store food, but also to mummify poisonous prey such as wasps, helping the poison decompose before eating. During the breeding season, shrikes often nest in dense, thorny bushes. Males and females join together to build nests from dry grass, tree fibers, and feathers. Each clutch, the female lays 4 to 6 eggs, which are incubated for about 2 weeks. The chicks hatch weekly but grow quickly thanks to a protein-rich diet of insects and raw meat provided by their parents. Although they are formidable predators in their own world, shrikes also have many natural enemies. Large birds of prey such as hawks, falcons, or owls often prey on adult shrikes, while snakes and small civets can attack eggs and chicks in the nest. The shrike is a living testament to the harshness of nature, small but wise, brutal and adaptable to survive. The last rays of sunlight gradually fade on the bare, thorny branches. The sky of Namibia opens a new color scheme. The hot wind rolls with a layer of yellow dust across the grassland, hiding the small traces of the butcher bird. Passing through the dry, sunburnt grass, revealing a vast space. In the middle of that space, each tall, thin shadow moves slowly, its neck stretched straight and proud under the red sky. That is the African ostrich, a giant bird that dominates the vast grasslands, a symbol of speed and extraordinary adaptability in the dry, scorched land of Namibia. The African ostrich is known as the giant of the bird world, up to 2.7 meters tall, weighing nearly 150 kilograms, with a powerful long stride ending in 2 sharp toes. The contrasting plumage, the shiny black and white male stands out in the savannah, while the female is covered in a discreet gray-brown color, like a camouflage coat. Although they cannot fly, ostriches are masters of speed. With just a few strides, they can soar up to 70 km/h, turning the dry savannah into a death race. Their large, sharp eyes allow them to observe from afar, detecting predators before danger strikes. However, on the Namibian savannah. Every advantage has a counter. From the low grass, a slender figure quietly ambushes. The fastest killer on the planet, the cheetah. With its long legs and flexible body, it can accelerate to more than 100 km/h in just a few seconds. Alert! The ostriches raise their necks high, their wings spread slightly, their steps slow and uneasy. Then, in just a moment, they dash like lightning. Just those few seconds were enough for the ostrich to fly away, narrowly escaping the clutches of death. The wind whistled, the yellow dust was hazy, and then the distance between the two fastest people on the steppe lengthened into an obvious truth. Today, life smiled on the giant bird. When danger receded, the rhythm of life returned to its natural cycle. In the rainy season, when the dry steppe was covered with a thin layer of green, it was also the time when the ostrich entered the breeding season. The male used his feet to dig a nest right on the bare ground, then called out loudly throughout the savannah, attracting females from everywhere. The giant eggs, weighing up to more than 1.5 kilos, were placed in the common nest one by one. The male and female took turns incubating them. During the day, the female sat quietly, her gray-brown feathers blending with the color of the grass. At night, the male guarded, his black feathers sinking into the darkness, hiding the flock from the eyes of the enemy. From those eggs, each baby bird is born, small, with gray feathers but full of life. They follow their mother's footsteps, integrating into the harsh cycle of survival, where every day is a battle, but also a testament to the species' undying resilience. In the midst of the blazing Namibian savannah, the African ostrich still proudly exists as a flightless bird that dominates the savannah with extraordinary speed and rare resilience. When the sunset dyes the savannah into a sea of orange-yellow fire, new footsteps echo across the dry grasslands. From afar, a large herd of animals appears like shimmering black and white waves in the fading sunlight. The regular sound of hooves echoes across the dry grasslands. Each muscular body moves rhythmically and disciplined. These are zebras, a symbol of tenacious vitality and solidarity on the harsh grasslands of Namibia. The distinctive striped coat is not only a unique beauty, but also a perfect camouflage, making it difficult for predators to separate each individual in the crowded herd. An adult is up to 1.5 meters tall, weighs nearly 350 kilos, has a muscular and flexible body. Its long, sinewy legs are capable of running at a speed of 65 km/h, helping them escape from fierce predators such as lions or wild dogs. Their keen sense of sight and smell allows them to detect danger from afar, and their large herds are their most valuable survival shield. Zebras often migrate with antelopes and taken, forming giant herds on the grasslands. But behind that solidarity, there are still times when violence erupts, when adult males confront each other to assert their dominance. In the midst of the zebra herd leisurely grazing, the atmosphere suddenly becomes tense. Two adult males separate, their eyes flashing with a challenging look. Their manes stand upright, their neighs echoing across the grasslands, signaling an impending war. They charge at each other fiercely. However, after minutes of fierce struggle, both slow down. Their eyes are still burning, but their bodies are tired. Their heavy steps gradually leave the battle. They turn away. Their neighs gradually subside, leaving a tense silence between the herd. The battle ended with no winners or losers. Only the red dust gradually settled in the burning sunset, leaving two tired warriors quietly to leave. And then, when the confrontation temporarily subsided, another cycle of life quietly continued. The zebra herd's breeding season, where new life began to sprout in the harsh land. When the rainy season came, the Namibian Savannah put on a new coat. The green grass carpets stretched endlessly. This was also the time when the zebra herd entered the breeding season, an important moment to maintain the breed in the harsh land. The female was pregnant for nearly a year. When it was time to give birth, it separated from the herd, finding a quiet spot on the edge of the grassland. In the gentle sunlight of the early morning, a young zebra was born, its body small, its downy fur covered with light brown stripes, not as distinct as its mother's. After just a few minutes of toddling, the calf manages to stand firmly on its four shaky legs, because in the savannah, delay means death. A few hours later, it can run with the herd, nestling beside its mother, memorizing her scent and distinctive stripes. The unique fingerprint that helps the calf identify its mother in the vast sea of stripes. The zebra herd continues to move. The foals join the vortex of survival, where life is both fragile and resilient. Each new individual born is a testament to the species' endurance, and at the same time, a hope to prolong their presence on the scorching savannah of Namibia. In the fiery land of Namibia, life and death are always intertwined, harsh but also balanced. In a place where every day is a challenge, only the resilient can continue to survive. The cycle of life and death never stops, so that nature continues to write its endless story. What do you think helped the warthog escape the clutches of death? Speed, recklessness, or luck? Leave a comment below the video. And don't forget to ring the bell and subscribe so you don't miss the next wildlife survival series.